Alright, I'm back. You know, I gotta have some quick business right quick around the house. So now, here we go. Part two. You know, picking up where I left off, I should say. Now, CFB level, like I said, I probably should be a Heat fan up in Oregon. Because not like you was a Cavaliers fan when LeBron was there. Then all of a sudden, LeBron take his talents to South Beach and you just went down there with him. Unlike somebody else I know. At least he's not doing that though. I don't know. This is my first time. Well, I heard about you earlier. I mean, a while ago. This is my first time actually seeing your page and your videos and stuff. So I don't know, but I'm gonna go on your words and think you're diehard Miami Heat fan. You know, we'll find out after a while. But yeah, so y'all can. So you know, my thing is, you just cause you there's a guy in California root for the Cowboys, or it's probably Chicago root for the Patriots. You can't really call them bandwagon just because they root for the Patriots out of Chicago, and you know, not for the Bears or whatnot. You can't really call them bandwagon because, like I said, you don't know. You don't know that person been a fan for a long time. I can see like if there's a fan just because they winning, but you don't know that person was a fan for a long time. As far as I know, they could have been from, you know, that Patriots fan could have been from Boston. You know, and in the military, you know, I had to go to Chicago and still take their diehardness with them. So y'all, you know, I'm not saying they still be lovers in the military or anything, but you know, I'm just saying, you know, give an example. So you know, you can't think everybody root for outsiders or bandwagon. You know, like you say. I was able to point that out to you know. So you know, you gotta really check their background and make sure. You know, see how long they really been rooting for this team. That's the only way you can really find out if they're really a diehard fan or not. And like my boy Real Truth said, you have all the things in the world, you know, at the same time. It comes from in here, you know, you got that passion, you got the passion they have for that team. Now I can see diehardness in you. That's all I got to say, you know. Not done yet, but you know, I just want to point that out to you. Like I said, you don't. I'll say this one more time. You don't have to root for hometown teams. And why? You don't. It's because, you know, like I say, if you don't have any passion for the team, why root for it? I don't care if it is a hometown team. You know, if you don't have any passion, you don't need to root for the team. You know, find somebody else to root for. You know, just don't root for a team because you don't root for a team just because they're winning. You know, that's some bandwagon crap. You know, if they go down, go down with them. You know. Encourage them to get back up. That's diehardness. You know, diehardness will stick with the team when they down and try to get them back up. Not dish them because they down. You know, that's like I said, that's some fuckboy shit. When when your team go down, you dish them for somebody else who's up. Shoot, every team has a losing season. NFL, MLB, NBA, NHL. Every team had a losing record. Every team has been down. All these teams have been down. So, you know, wherever you go, you just know that team was down before they came back up and you start rooting for them. Y'all got to know that. You know, and like I said, you know, I think my thing about it, you know, you root for the hometown team. Most of the time, you know, it's kind of like you don't have a mind of your own. You know, I mean, you don't be thinking. You know, you just go with the flow. True. You can't really go for a team because your parents are going for a team or your relatives or anything. They can dress you up, but they gear, you know, they could be, let's say, they be Saints fans and they dress you up in New Orleans Saints gear, but you know they expect you to be a Saints fan with them. You know, no, that because you know you have a mind on your own. I don't care if you're a grown, I don't care if you're an adult or a kid. You know, kids they do have minds of their own. You know. You gotta let the kids think for themselves sometimes too. You know, especially when it comes to sports, you gotta let the kids decide their own fate. You know, as long as they stay with the team for a long time, you know, you gotta let them decide. You know, because they gotta realize the parents and their older relatives and you know the elderly relatives are not gonna be there forever now. They're not gonna be living on that. Their kids not gonna be living on a household with them forever. So you gotta think about that. They're gonna get older. They're gonna leave on their own. You know, they gotta have some mind state of their own, self thinking. You know, they gotta know what's right and what's wrong. You know, they gotta know how to be a diehard fan. You know, just cause y'all die hard fans, so you don't mean they gotta be. And I got the worst luck, but my mom's side of the family, they all Dallas Cowboys. You know, they never really pushed the Cowboys on me, so that's probably why I never really became a Cowboys fan. I had to go do some self search on my own. I was one of those guys, thumb my own mind, pick my own team and just root for them. Been one of them since, like I said. And then, in my dad's side of the family, most of them bandwagon fucks anyways. They always root for the team that's hot. They probably root for the Heat and Mavericks right now. See, I don't root for, as long, Orlando Magic got knocked down in the first round. I haven't went anywhere. I'm still here. Magic Buzz, Dwight Howard, he's coming back. I guarantee that he'll be back for a few more years. And he's still gonna wreak havoc. He's not going anywhere. And if he does go anywhere, Magic get another center. It's not like if Dwight leaves, I'm leaving with him. I'll still be rooting for him, but I can't. But I'm still, wherever he goes. But I'm still be here in Orlando. Still be rooting for the Magic, I should say. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not leaving this team just because somebody else leaving the team. And that's always been my thing. I don't leave a team just because one of the best players at the time leave. Now, my thing about Bandwagon, is like root for the team who's been the entire decade. So like, I'll say New England Patriots, Los Angeles Lakers, New York Yankees. Now I can see if the person was a fan of all three of those teams at the same time, man, that'll be a detection of Bandwagon because pretty much everybody's rooting for New England and rooting for the Lakers and rooting for the Yankees. Now I'll detect Bandwagon out of those cats, because they got some large ass fan bases. I watch out for them. But this guy CFB level 3, he's rooting for the Heat. He got a lot of Bandwagon fans this year, but before this time last year, they didn't have all those Bandwagon people. It was just really diehard Heat fans. Maybe a few of them, but it wasn't as big as now. It wasn't really all that hype as it is now. I'm pretty sure the hype's dying down now because the Mavericks beat them. I gotta get shout out to Eric Barrea, as he really stepped up for the Dallas Mavericks last night and throughout this entire series. Because he was a key, besides Dirk and Jason Terry and Jason Kidd, he was a key figure of Mavericks winning the championship that year too. This year. But yeah, back on the story. I said, he's rooting for the Heat. So he can't really come in bandwagon, but you gotta give him a few years at the same time too. So I understand. So Phoenix Canes Heat fans, I understand your thoughts on calling him a bandwagon. Like I say, because your Heat do have a lot of bandwagon fans down there. When LeBron and Chris Bosh or Dwayne Wade, if one of those three leave or all three of them leave, you'll find those bandwagon fans will leave, and you'll find out at the end who's the real diehard fans. CLB level 3, he might be one of y'all. He might be one that's still standing. He might leave. I don't know. I don't know the man's background like that. I don't know his sports history like that. I don't know what he's been a fan of for a long time. So I gotta give him the benefit of the doubt for now. Because I can't really tell. Maybe y'all could, but I can't right now. And usually I can tell when somebody's a bandwagon fan. So I'll give him a few years to find out. Yeah, so anything else I want to cover about this? Yeah, like just because the team. So last time I'm a Broncos fan, George, you can't really call me a bandwagon because you see my sports memorabilia. You know how long. And I've mentioned a few times in the video about my loyalty to the Denver Broncos, my loyalty to Orlando Magic. I never made a video after the Magic lost to the Hawks. Because my laptop was down at the time, and plus it would have been like just be said fuck and move on. Next year Magic got next year. It's already matters. Yeah, can't win every year. You gotta try again. Magic gotta try again next year. Next year Magic will be back and they're gonna be kicking some ass. That's I just want to point that out. Like I said, only hometown team I really root for is the Atlanta Braves. Like I said, the Braves, they were on top of the world. They were winning I never, after they started going down a few years back, when the Mets and Phillies started winning the division. I'm gonna get onto the Mets in a second. I'm gonna talk about that in a second. Yeah, Mets and Phillies. When they started winning the NL East, have I went anywhere? No. Have I say fuck the Atlanta Braves? I'm gonna be a fan of another team? No. Where I been? Right here. 4th place, 3rd place with them, 2nd place with them. Because you can't win the NL East every year. The Braves, they had a good run while it lasts. I can say that they had a great run while it lasts. Same times, times are changing. Somebody else got to win it now. Braves be back though. They're not gonna keep not winning the NL East. They're gonna win it again. Give them some time. It might be this year. Who knows? Might be next year. Might be the year after. But am I going to leave? No. If they never make the playoffs again for the next 10 years, will I leave? No. So I'm a diehard. Not going to only buy all on teams. They don't win a championship in the next 5 years or 10. I'm not going anywhere. No matter. Dude. Because it's sports. This stuff happens. This stuff happens sometimes. Like, they got to deal with it. Whether I like it or not. Yeah, so that's what I want to talk about as far as diehard versus bandwagon, Bandwagon fans, fuck y'all, because, y'all flip-flopping motherfuckers can't decide on the team to stick with. As long as y'all don't come to the Broncos, Braves, and Magic with that bandwagon stuff, We don't like bandwagon fans. The diehard fans, salute to y'all, Y'all ride with your teams to the death, to the grave. Take your teams to the graveyard after you die. That's a diehard. The Broncos, Braves, and Magic, they going to the grave with me after I die. They still be playing, but I'm still gonna be in my grave rooting for them. I'm a diehard. Just want to put it out. Alright, moving on to the next subject. I want to give a shout out to my new homie, War Count 2 Eagle. Welcome to the SEC. Welcome to the SEC, man. He's a cool guy, Auburn fan, as you probably figured. This is the first Auburn fan I've seen on YouTube because, I haven't really seen him. The fan base is not highly repped on here, When I think of SEC on YouTube, only fan base I really see are Georgia and Alabama, and a little further down the line, South Carolina and Tennessee. Florida and Auburn, our fan base is not too repped on here too tough. There's only 3 of us repping the Florida Gators on here. As me, Drunken Tailgater, and Alligator 66. Hopefully we'll get some more Gator fans on here, and hopefully he will bring his War Eagle Nation out. War Count Eagle 2. War Count 2 Eagle. Hope he brings his War Eagle Nation out and bring on some more Auburn fans out here. Make it really competitive SEC season this year. I can't wait for college football. Even if we do have a lockout in the NFL, college football is still there. We'll still be watching my Florida Gators kick some ass. But hopefully we do have an NFL season. I don't want to lock out. I don't want to abandon season. I want revenge over the Raiders in week 1 up in Denver. That's what I want to see. Much as I want to see the Florida Gators, kick some ass, beat Georgia, beat Alabama, beat Auburn, beat Florida State, and every other team. Every other team in the schedule. But I think the Florida Gators are gonna lose 1 game this year. If that does happen, it's gonna be against Auburn. That's what I think. Shout out to you, War Count 2 Eagle. You rep your Tigers to the fullest. And good luck to your Auburn Tigers this season. It's going to be a good one. I don't know about y'all repeating though, but hey, never say never. That's all I can say. And last but not least, before I get out of here, for real now, I will not be doing that hate week for the Mets. Hate series, my bad. I will not be doing the hate series for the Mets because I don't have any ideas for this hate series. But if you Mets fans out there, y'all come up with ideas for a bet or whatnot, feel free to hit me up and I'll decide about it. If I'm down with it, I'll make another video and I'll say, yeah, I'm down for it. But this is no hate series. Congratulations to my Braves for winning that series against the Astros despite them losing last night. So I could not get a broom out because they didn't sweep. But it's all good, Can't sweep every series. Just got to move on to the next one, Concentrate on New York Mets now. Play them. Make it interesting. So, let's go Braves. Let's go Magic. Let's go Broncos. Let's go Florida Gators. Let's kick some ass this year. And A-Fizzle, signing out. This concludes Die Hard versus Bandwagon. See ya.